Over half the 7 billion people on the planet are following one of two religions. The rest are following various other religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, other Chinese traditions, indigenous traditional beliefs. There's also, let's say, 16%. Had to refer to my notes on that one. 16% of the other half of the world is secular. They're agnostic. They're atheists. They don't necessarily ascribe to a religion. So here we got another piece of the pie that doesn't even fit with the rest of it. So what are they following? Most of what I hear is that they're following the natural law of the earth. They come from, this is the same story, guys. It's the same exact story. It's explained in quantum physics, it's explained in metaphysics, it's explained in the physics of the earth, what we see, touch, feel. It's still coming from the earth, one source. Being a part of that earth, one source. And your journey is to reconnect with it. When you die, you decompose, you become dust, you come back into the earth, and the whole cycle starts over again. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. All that science does, again, my belief, my perspective, what I believe to be true, all that science does is give us physical evidence of that unseen force is working in this world. An unseen force. There's something that's driving behind all of it. Behind all of it. Christians would say that's God. Muslims would say that's Allah. And the scientists would say that's just nature. It's just evolution. It's just, that's all that there is. But it's all the same thing. And again, it doesn't matter to me which one fits you, which one seems right to you. A lot of times, and I believe all the time, I believe we are all given a gift, an internal knowing of right and wrong, good and bad. Now, I definitely strive in my life to remove those labels, to get beyond the right and wrong, good and bad. And so what I do is I go with what makes me feel good. I pay attention to the emotions that are taking place in my body, the physical sensations that take place in my body, and I let that be my guidance system. I let that steer me. If I'm feeling good, I'm in alignment. If I'm not feeling so good, I'm a little bit off base. And usually when I'm not feeling so good, I can get back to my fundamental principles and I can find where I'm a little bit off course. And when I'm not feeling good, when I'm feeling anxious, when I'm feeling hesitant, when I'm feeling angry, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling any of that emotions, I go back to the teacher of my choice. I like to follow Jesus' teachings. And I get back to being the example. Being the love in the situation. Where in this chaos, in this confusion, in this unsettling feeling, can I put love to bring more peace? That's what we're all searching for. Peace of mind, peace in the heart, just a knowingness. And I feel that I have found that. So when I feel this chaos, this confusion, I slow myself down, I put into practice my principles, and then I'm able to make choices in alignment with love, in alignment with kindness. Not being the judger of who deserves what, but being the example of giving people what it is that I want to receive in return. Giving the world, sending out into the world love, acceptance, and kindness, because I want to receive back from the world love, acceptance, and kindness. Doesn't that kind of sound like the teachings of Jesus? Isn't that the same thing that we're told that you have to give in order to receive? You give and God will give back tenfold, 100-fold. Doesn't that also sound like the law of attraction? That everything has its energetic vibration, and if you send out those energetic vibrations, you're going to attract back the same energetic vibrations. Doesn't that sound just like how I learned in physics class? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Do you see where all these things all tie together? To me, I don't care which words you use. It's the concept. The concept. And what I love the most, what I love the most, what jazzes me up, what gives me the courage to stand here today and share these beliefs with you, because I'm risking offending people. I'm risking losing friends and followers. I'm risking somebody interpreting my message as me saying, I'm right, you're wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give love a chance. That's it. I'm saying from my personal experience, this is what I believe to be true. And you know how I got to the believing that this is true? From my personal experience. And experience is I took these teachings, I took these beliefs, I took the law of attraction, I took the teachings from Jesus, and I put these to work in my life. And I got my own feedback. I got my own results. That's what made my truth. And something that I hear all the time that I believe 100% to be true, faith without works is dead. I can believe all day long that by giving kindness, I'll get kindness in return. But if I'm not giving kindness, if I'm not practicing what I preach, if I am not walking my walk, if I am not being the example, if I am not being that which I want to receive, being it, not thinking about how different ways that I could do it and not doing it. When I'm not doing it, all I get is not doing back towards me. I put these principles to work. I tried them out myself. I tested it for myself. I hit a point in my life where I had to surrender. All change starts with surrender. I had to surrender the way that I was doing things in life, because the way that I was doing things in life, I was still alive, but I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't have this abundance. I didn't have this peace of mind. I didn't have this happiness. And I didn't realize how much I didn't have it until I started to have it. Until that little internal critic in my mind started to quiet down. I didn't realize how much chaos and nonsense and dissatisfaction was going on in here. I didn't realize how much this was keeping me stuck until I said, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep getting what I've been getting. So I'm going to start doing things differently, and I'm going to start following these mentors, these amazing people in my life that seem to be having everything that I want. I'm going to surrender my way of doing things. I'm going to put that on the shelf for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I was ready to write it off altogether. Because you know what? If I put to work what they have been teaching me, what they've been saying, what they've been talking about, what they believe to be true, if I put those practices to work, and yes, I put these practices to work before I had this whole peace with Jesus, and before I realized that the same thing that I was doing is the same thing that Jesus was teaching. I was more in the universalism, metaphysical realm of things, the law of attraction, your beliefs create your reality, that sort of thing. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this workshop today, guys. It's the whole reason why I'm bringing this message to you. I surrendered what my mind told me. I put it on the shelf. I said, okay, Chrissy, you've been doing X, Y, and Z because you've been doing X, Y, and Z forever. Yeah, there's been little tweaks, there's been little adjustments. My life's kind of gone like this, and like this, and like this. But I'm ready for a quantum leap. I am tired of not having what I believe that I deserve to have. So I'm going to take how I think things should be done, and I'm going to put it on the shelf, and I'm going to start living my life by these other principles. And I'm going to start clearing up the resistance that I have in my life. Because to me, you remember I was in that universalism phase. I believed in a divine creator. I didn't feel comfortable giving it a name. I'm okay with the word God now because I've made peace with the word God. I've made peace with the word God. I don't think that my God has to fit what's in your head about what your God is. I made my peace so I can use that word now and feel it throughout my entire being. Because I understand the essence, I understand the energy, I've had a taste of what that is. So I can use that word and I can also interchange it. It doesn't devalue me. It doesn't devalue my message. All it does is allow me to speak and reach more people. And if you don't like the fact that I switch up the language, I encourage you to sit with that. Sit with that and reflect on that. Why does it bother you? Because it's not me. That's not my emotion. That's not my feeling. It's yours.